What's going on, guys? Kp-dany here, welcoming you back to another NFL Pick'em video. And man, oh man, this is a really good time of the season. It's Thanksgiving week. Tomorrow's gonna have 3 games in the morning, or sorry, 3 games in the whole day, which is really nice for a Thursday, turning it almost into like a Sunday, kind of a mini Sunday, I guess. But enough talk about that. We got better things to get to. Like how I went 13-1 last week. I went 13-1 in week 11, guys. That is the best record by far in the entire season. I mean, I really wanted to go undefeated in 1 week. Like, it was my goal for so long, and this is pretty close. So, I don't think we'll be able to top this. So don't expect me to like beat this record because it's pretty hard, especially in the last week. The last week is really hard, so I really only have 4 weeks to do it. And they're not too easy because teams are trying to get into the playoffs. But let's get started. 20-23, the Panthers over the Saints. They won obviously, but the Saints were losing like 20-3 or something like that, and they almost came back, which is crazy. Steelers over the Browns. Obviously, the Browns lost in what are they like 0-11? I don't even know now. They're like 0-11, I think. Cowboys over the Ravens. I think the Ravens were one of the teams that had a chance to beat them, but they failed to do so. So I guess the Cowboys advanced to, I believe it's 9-1. No, 10-1. 9-1 or 10-1. Jaguars and the Lions. Lions won at home in that one. That was I knew that I knew that was gonna happen because the Jaguars have just been terrible like this year. They're supposed to be way better, but they're terrible. Colts over the Titans. That was one of those picks that a lot of people wouldn't pick because the Colts haven't been too good this year, and the Titans came off a big win against the Packers. But I picked the Colts, and it succeeded. Went with it. Bills at the Bengals. Again, this is another pick that the people might have picked Bengals because they had a close game against the Giants the other week, but they still lost at home even. Okay, now the Chiefs and the Buccaneers, this is the only one I lost. This is the one game I lost. Why did you have to do that, Chiefs? Like, the Buccaneers and the Chiefs, I know the Buccaneers were good, but I didn't really think they could go into Kansas City and beat the Chiefs because that's at their place, especially after the Chiefs what they did last year. They had like a 10 win streak at the end of the year, a 9 win streak, and right now they were on a win streak too, I think, but they lost only by 2 points though, so pretty close. Giants over the Bears, that was an easy pick. Vikings over the Cardinals, the losing streak is snapped, and what a way to do it. Go 13-1 and help the Vikings break their losing streak. It's amazing, really, how the Vikings won that game. The second half, the defense was really good. Even though the Cardinals put up 24 points, the second half was a really good half for the defense. They played awesome. Dolphins over the Rams. Yep, the Rams can't win outside their division. I'm gonna say it. They barely win. Patriots over the 49ers. Tom Brady goes back to his hometown and lights up the 49ers, who are by the way the worst team in the NFL after the Browns. I think they're like the 31st place. Eagles at the Seahawks. That was going to be a very hard game for them to win. Going into Seattle against the 12th man. They played okay. I mean, 15-26, that was okay, but they still lost by 11 points, which is bad. Redskins over the Packers. Man, oh man, the Redskins and Kirk Cousins turning into a threat. The whole NFC, East division is insane. I mean, the Eagles were one of the 5 undefeated teams at the start of the year, and they're at the bottom of their division. That's how good their division is. That they're at the bottom. All these teams are threats. Eagles, Redskins, Giants, Cowboys. I mean, the Cowboys are the best in the league. The Giants are up and coming. The Redskins are they're hot. They're hot right now. They're on a red hot streak. And then the Eagles, they're the Eagles. They were undefeated at the starting of the year. Texans at the Raiders. Of course the Raiders won that game, but a little too close right there. I mean, the Raiders, come on. Next up, we got week 12. Vikings at the Lions. I will look for that win streak to continue. There's never been a place in this season where the Vikings have not had more than they have always had a streak. It's never been like one game lost and then one game won. It's been a five win game streak and then a 4 game losing streak. So I look for them to win. And by the way, the Vikings are 5-1 on Thanksgiving Day in the history of the Minnesota Vikings playing on Thanksgiving. So it's a pretty strong chance of them winning here. So that's my first upset of the week. Now, you guys might think this is crazy, but I'm going to take the Redskins over the Cowboys. Yes, I'm going to take the Redskins over the Cowboys as my upset pick. My other upset pick, actually. And I know this is going to be like really, 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 like a lot of people are going to say, no, this is not happening. But this can happen. This is a divisional matchup, and I believe the Redskins will win. Steelers at the Colts. This might be another upset depending on how you look at it, but I'm going to pick the Colts here because, man, I think Andrew Luck he's going to play, and he is going to light up the Steelers defense. Titans at the Bears. Gotta pick the Titans there. Even though they had a bad loss last week, they're not losing to the Bears. Jaguars at the Bills. Gotta go with the Bills. You saw what they did last week. The Jaguars cannot handle that. I don't think so. Bengals at Ravens. It's a divisional matchup. It's pretty hard, but the Ravens are at home, and I'm usually go with the home teams on divisional matchups. On divisional matchups, sorry. But I guess I can't say that because I just picked two teams that were at home against their divisional rivals, and I just picked against them on Thanksgiving Day, but that's because it's on Thanksgiving Day, so it's different. Falcons over the Cardinals. That's what I'm going to go with for the Cardinals at the Falcons. I don't think the Cardinals will make the playoffs this year, especially how the NFC East is looking. There's no room for a wild card seed, and Seattle's not losing that division, so there you go. Falcons will win the division, though, I think. So, yeah. Giants at the Browns. Gotta pick the Giants. The Browns probably might not even win a game this year. Rams at the Saints. That's a tough matchup because the Saints have a great offense, but the Rams have a good defense, and pretty much that's it. The others, the offense of the Rams and the defense of the Saints are weaknesses. So I gotta go with the Saints there. 49ers at the Dolphins. Tough matchup, but actually no, not really tough. Aren't Dolphins on a win streak? Jay Ajayi? Yes, I will take Dolphins. This is a tough matchup though. Chargers at the Texans. I was looking to take the Chargers for some time in this game, but I went up going with the Houston Texans at home just because if they want to win the division, they got to step up now. Same thing with the Colts, so I got to look at both of them and say they got to win. And Chargers, I just don't think so. Not on the road. Seahawks at the Buccaneers. Gotta pick the Seahawks. There's no contest there. I mean, the Buccaneers beat the Chiefs last week, but that doesn't last to all the way to the Seahawks, even though they're at home. So yeah, gotta pick the Buccaneers. I mean, sorry, Seahawks. Patriots at Jets. Now, this is obviously a Patriots game, but last year the Patriots lost two in a row at the end of the season to the Jets and the Dolphins, losing them, I think, the first seed. Yeah, they became the second seed. But I gotta go with the Patriots on the road still because this game was moved out of Sunday night. That's how sucky it was. Panthers at the Raiders. I gotta go with the Raiders. This would be a nice matchup if the Panthers were the team they were of last year, but they're not. So gotta pick the Raiders there. Chiefs at the Broncos. That's a divisional matchup, a very tough one to predict actually. Chargers can beat the Broncos in Denver. Actually, I think that happened. I don't know for sure, but yeah. So if they're capable, then Chiefs are capable of beating Broncos also, right? But then the Chiefs just came off a loss, so you think, oh, they might not win. But this is a very, very hard decision. But at the end, I'm gonna have to go with the Broncos because of them winning the Super Bowl last year and them being at home and just Trevor Siemian has to step up right here. And for the last game, Packers at the Eagles, I will go with the Eagles, no contest. The Packers are sucking really bad, so I gotta pick the Eagles. That's gonna wrap it up for this week, guys. Catch you guys in the next video, and see you guys later.